Hello, I'm Delaney, and I'm very excited to show you some basic bass clarinet and clarinet techniques. For the sake of this video, I will be showing everything on a clarinet, but all of these can be applied to bass clarinet just the same. First off, I'm going to talk about embouchure. Embouchure is the placement of your mouth and the muscles in your mouth, and how you're holding your jaw open and closed, and it just affects the all-around sound, like the tone, your volume, and tuning for certain notes when you're playing. So first of all, I'm going to show you what a good embouchure looks like. Your bottom lip is going to go over your bottom teeth. You're going to pretend almost like you're putting on chapstick. You're going to tighten up your corners and pull back the skin on your chin to make it flat against your jaw. And then your top teeth are going to actually touch the mouthpiece. If this bothers you, if this is uncomfortable, I suggest getting one of these little teeth guard stickers. You can get them in a pack on Amazon for pretty cheap. So you got to remember the tight corners, lip over your bottom teeth, flat chin, and then your teeth are going to go over, and your top lip is going to kind of curl on top, and then it's just going to seal it all in. It's very important to have tight corners because if they're loose, the air is going to slip out of the sides of your mouth, and obviously if the air is coming out of your mouth, it's not going through the clarinet and you're not going to make a sound. A good embouchure allows maximum reed vibration, meaning you're not biting down too hard and you're not too loose. So too loose would sound like this. It's a very flat, airy sound. And then too hard would sound like this. Just right would sound like this. So if you're hearing the first two, just adjust as needed. Another thing about embouchure is the inside of your mouth. This is a bit harder because it's a bit harder to explain, so really it's just a lot of trial and error. I suggest getting a snark that can clip onto your clarinet so that you can tune, or using an app, a free app on your phone, because adjusting the inside of your mouth, like widening the inside of your mouth kind of like an O, and then pulling it in tighter so your teeth are closer together, your tongue is closer to the roof of your mouth. It'll make it go flatter and sharper. By having your tuner, you can practice this so that you can use this while you're playing, because certain notes for certain people will go flat or sharp, and if you know this, you can write it down in your music and say, hey, here you need to tighten up, here you need to loosen up, so that you can ace that note. The last thing I want to talk about before we get into physically cleaning the clarinet is just keeping the clarinet safe, right? Because that is definitely a priority. I want to prioritize the key side rather than the reed side, because fixing a key is a lot more expensive than just replacing a reed. If you're going to get up, you should never ever just leave your clarinet like this. Somebody could hit it as they're walking by, could roll off, and they can snap actually in the middle, and that's just a whole lot of money that you don't need to spend. You could take the reed side and then you twist it from the barrel to the front so that now the reed is on the same side of the keys. So that way we can separate right in between the keys. And you always want to do key side up. Same with this side, key side up. So now you have the two pieces. Now you can walk past it. Nobody's going to hit it, and it shouldn't roll off the chair as easily. And then you can come back, put it back together, and then just turn your barrel around.